Greetings and welcome back to For Fun Friday, where I, your somewhat relaxed host, plays a deck you may or may not have heard of just for the fun of it. Today, we're taking a look at what I used to play semi-competitively, Numeron. Now, Numeron has had multiple ways of playing it throughout the years. You played Numeron Eldritch for quite a while, which was a very good sort of out-of-nowhere OTK archetype, I suppose, but I have gone in on the full playmaking potential of Numeron. Now, you take a look at this deck list and you go, wait, hold on a freaking moment here, there are literally 2 Numeron cards in the entire deck. Yes, because you don't need more than them. Let's go through the deck list very quickly to sort of make you understand what's going on here. Of course, the main way of playing Numeron is through Numeron Wall and Numeron Network. These 2 cards are the keystone to the deck, and if it fails, you're gonna lose. These will of course get you to Numeron Calling, which, if you have the field spell active, summons one of every Numeron gate, that being 4 monsters, that you can then use as materials for whatever you want to do. Other than that, we are just playing raw support to make sure that our plays go through. We achieve this through one major way. We are playing a bunch of hand traps to protect us from literally anything that might happen, as we always want to go second. We're playing Nibiru, we're playing Lava Golem, we're playing Psyframe Gear Gamma, which should... I'm still half and half about Gamma. We play Gamma. We play Droll and Lockbird, Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, we play ourselves Forbidden Droplets, and most importantly of all, we play Crossout Designator. If you've noticed, we have an absolute butt-ton of hand traps available to us. Crossout Designator literally stops our opponent from using any of the listed hand traps above. This is the best way of protecting our playmaker, which is why Crossout Designator is a good card. Who would have freaking thought? In addition to this, we are playing Planet Pathfinder, simply because we can normal summon it, tribute it to search our Numeron network. We are playing Elemental Hero Neos and Rainbow Dark Dragon, along with Neos Fusion, because one of our best monsters in the deck is Rainbow Neos. This card is like 12 years old, and it's still ridiculous. On top of that, of course, we play the accompanying driver for our Gamma. We play 3 Memories of Hope, because it allows us to draw 4 in case we activate our Numeron Calling, which is, you know, Pot of Greed on steroids. 3 Neos Fusion to summon the aforementioned Rainbow Neos. 2 Twin Twisters to deal with things like, mostly Mystic Mine. It's like the worst thing that can happen. But we also play our own Mystic Mine because we hate fun. Then we play 1 Red Reboot to stop the OTK from happening in case someone's playing trap cards. It's pretty neat. Then in the extra deck, aforementioned Rainbow Neos, 1 Psyframe Lord Omega, which comes up once in a blue moon, but hey, we really have the space for it. 2 Numeron Gate Ekam, 2 Numeron Gate Devi, 2 Numeron Gate Trini, and 2 Numeron Gate Katvari. The only reason for this is, of course, we want to be able to go through this twice in case it's needed. Then for our finishers, Access Code Talker being Access Code Talker, you know, I don't think I have to mention this at all. The only thing you need to do here is make your 4, make either Fortress Megaclops or the Linkaribo, link them off for Access Code Talker, and thanks to Megaclops, you now got your Mega Buffed dude. Appaloosa is 4 free negates if you're forced to going first, so your just Skull Dread can let you draw additional cards in case you have missed to get something. This becomes extremely important in games 2 and 3, which we don't have in this series, but I've included them anyway as an honorary spot. Then we have Fortress Megaclops, which is unaffected by monster effects except for Exceed monsters, which is crazy considering how big this thing is, and not a lot of decks these days actually play spell and trap removal for cards. And then the 1 Linkaribo, because, yeah, we kind of can play this. It doesn't really come up ever, but it's there. Then, I do have the side deck for this one, because this is what I used to play in the side deck, but the only thing here is a bunch of 2-ofs. 2 Lancia, 2 Dark Ruler, 2 Lightning Storm, 2 Cosmic Cyclone, 2 Summon Limit, 2 Judgment, and 2 Strike. Because again, all of our hand traps are set at 2, because we don't necessarily want to open them, but if we do, we absolutely only want 1. This you can very easily sort of interchange between what you need in the deck, as the only point of it is to summon your 4 dudes and go absolutely wild. So we're gonna go do that. Let's take this deck for a spin and see exactly how fun this can be. Okay, here we go. OTS Casper is going to be our first opponent for today, and we are winning the RPS, so we're going second every time. We're back on the top-down view here, because I do like to have it so you can read the cards for yourself should you wish. I will have to change the card text size, though, because that is a little bit big. That's better. Alright, OTS Casper, our hand is not great. We do have a Droll and Lockbird as interaction here. Add a flip monster from your deck to your hand. I'm not entirely sure what this is, or why it is. What on earth am I playing against? Morphing Jar. You know, we'll stop you from drawing any more cards, I guess. Simply because we have the Droll and Lock. I don't think we need to use it, but I'll hit it anyway. Uh-huh. Well, luckily for us, we're holding it. Oh, it's this. Okay. Magical Meltdown's interesting because you can't actually search Alistair because you're under Droll and Lockbird. That's really good for us, honestly. We are going to fire the Twin Twister here, getting rid of the driver to destroy both of those face downs. We don't want to deal with them. It was a Book of the Law, so it might be Magistus we're playing against here. We're going to go ahead and we're going to fire Neos Fusion, because it is our only play. Make Rainbow Neos. We do have a Crossout Designator available, but I doubt we're going to get to use it this game. We'll punch over the Spirit of the Wind, go back to main phase 2, set our Crossout Designator, and just pass turn. Not exactly a Numeron play yet, but, you know, we have yet to see any of the Numeron searchers, so that is what it is. Rainbow Neos is a cool card in and of itself, though. Here is the Alistair the Invoker. Unfortunately, we don't have an Alistair in our hand, so we can't CD it. But there is the Invocation. Are you gonna link into Magistus, perhaps? Considering you're playing Spirit of the Wind, I would assume so. Here's the Almirage. Question is there any... I don't think there is an invoked monster that gets over Rainbow Neos. Rainbow Neos is very big. 4,500 is huge compared to all of the invoked ones, except maybe the Earth one. That, on the other hand, would solve the issue. Change all face-up monsters on the field to face-down defense. This man is playing Book of Eclipse. That would do it if he's willing to use all of his materials to do so. Because I don't believe I can protect it with Neos Fusion anymore, because it is face down. Yikes. That's really unfortunate, actually. He will be able to go into Purgatrio here, which would deal a little bit of cleave damage, but he got rid of my Neos, I guess. The Neos doesn't matter anymore. We've done the fusion. It's not like it's going to be able to do much. Alright, he's going to have to use his... He's going to be forced to use his Alistair here in the damage step if he wants to get over this. He is going to do that, which I find to be acceptable. I see the play. It makes sense to me. We are going to use... Oh, we can use Neos Fusion. Neat. I guess it doesn't care if it's face down because it also happens in the damage step. That's kind of interesting. Also very helpful. Okay, well, that helps. We do have the Nibiru in hand now. We don't want to have this absolutely, like, negated, so we're gonna kill this. Hope that's not like a punishment. It's not, which is nice. Secure Gardener, of course, makes it so that you take no damage for the first effect that you use, which honestly I find to be fine currently because we have no rush in trying to end this man. His Alistair from hand is gone, meaning he doesn't have access to that anymore. He's gonna Pot of Prosperity here, which is very unfortunate, as that is a card we should probably be playing just so we can hit it with CD, because that is a very, very good card. Unfortunately, it kind of ruins our potential for OTKs, which is why I'm not playing it. We'll see what he searches out here. Magical Meltdown is, of course, the correct call, but he's playing some sort of invoked guru. That's really interesting, actually. Subterrors could play really well with a deck like this, like Book of the Law. He is going to take the Meltdown, of course. I don't think that was any surprise to anyone, but there isn't really a card that does it for you here, I don't think. Because, yeah, you can do the whole searching shenanigans again. Oh, no, he can make a Rigides if he has it, actually. If he makes a Didgeridoo, that would do the trick. He's going to search the Invocation. We all know how Alistair works. We've seen Alistair so often that it would be a shocking shame if you didn't know how it works. If he does have a Rigi, whatever it is, that would actually out the Rainbow Neos here. I mean, considering he might have banished it off of this, though, I'm not entirely sure. He's making Raijin. Okay. Yep, you can flip Neos down to defense, but you're still unable to... Oh, no, you're not unable to get over it, because you can do this now. Oh, you're quite smart there. Raijin is one of the ones that I played in Shadow from scratch as well. It's surprisingly useful in a situation like this. He's gonna have to use his second Alistair for this, which is just... I mean, it's painful in one sense for him, because he has to do it to get rid of this Rainbow Neos. But this time it is dead. Unfortunately, the one hand trap we have in hand is not very effective here. Don't know why he didn't attack with this, but I digress. Memories of Hope does us absolutely nothing, because we need to have this active first. That's really unfortunate, so we just have to pass turn. Remember, we have 12 starters in this deck, and we've yet to see a single one of them. Super unfortunate. He chooses to... Oh, that's probably Guru. I'm gonna take a guess. We are simply gonna have to take the punch here. Any card. Droplet is a bit late. It does save us from potentially dying, however, so it's probably worth setting anyway. Droplet would have been really handy, like, 2 turns ago. Again, the issue with playing Numeron the way that I do is that it's very explosive when it goes off, and incredibly, incredibly slow when it doesn't. He is still just setting cards, though, which confuses me. Needleworm. He's gonna mill us. Okay. This is very interesting. There is a Mystic Mine that would have been very handy, but he's basically just... Yeah, he's just trying to mill us out using Raijin. I like whatever he's playing. It is the strangest thing I think I've ever seen. But it basically comes down to this draw, whether or not I actually get to do something with my life. We'll have to see. Twin Twister is not the card we wanted to see. Oh man, talk about having a flunk of a draw here. We're just gonna pitch the Nibiru, destroy the 2 back row, it doesn't matter. Because our graveyard has nothing of use to us. That is a solemn judgment. Yikes. That's an interesting call there. Yeah, even if we protect ourselves, we will not win this one. Unfortunate. We'll take the loss and we'll go another game. So in between this duel and the other one, I actually went ahead and added the 2 Pot of Prosperities. Because honestly, it was probably stupid of me not to. That card is really good. Especially for, you know, cross-out designator targeting. It's very nice. We're going to be playing against Cyber Dragon. This is going to become an interesting one. We need to, like, immediately hit this with a Droll and Lockbird, because otherwise we're going to be absolutely dead. But Droll and Lock should seal the deal on this one, unless he's literally holding 2 Galaxy Soldiers and 2 targets for it. He should not be able to do much else, given that he searched Rev System. At least, that's our hope. It does look to be that way, which is very, very good. Cyber Network is going to get flipped, which is basically going to allow him to banish a bunch of Cyber Dragons and then special summon all of them at once. I don't think I've seen a Cyber Dragon deck play this card in a very long time. It could be that he's playing the structure decks, which does come with them, so you never know. Dry is going to be activated. We're actually going to fire the Gamma here because we don't control any monsters. This is just going to give us a free Omega, so it's kind of fine. We are going to go ahead and just make said Omega. We need to blast this Omega off the field here. Cyber Dragon Core from hand. Okay, we're going to Terraform. Terraform will search Numeron Network. We're going to activate Numeron Network. And we're going to send a spell named Numeron Calling. We have to control no monsters to resolve this, which is why we banished Omega this early. This, of course, is going to send out our Numeron gates. And here we have two choices. We can now either go into our extra deck and try and do some funky shenanigans, because when Numeron gates attack, if they destroy a monster in doing so, or rather they attack a monster, their attack is doubled. So we're just going to fire off the Neos Fusion, make ourselves a Rainbow Neos, and we're going to go straight to battle. In battle, we're going to attack this. We're just going to activate Gate 1 to double the attack of all the other gates. They can still attack directly, but if you do, they don't gain double their attack. So the maximum you can hit for in one turn, just with Numeron Network, is 16,000, given that you have monsters to hit into. However, we don't need to worry about this, because Rainbow Neos can just finish the game, and that is the explosive power of Numeron. Oh god. Unlucky by the man that we opened the draw unlock, but hey, that will definitely do. Let's go game 3. Okay, game number 3 against what I'm assuming to be Russian letters, because I don't have a Russian typeset installed on my PC. Ooh, our draw is decent, but we're looking at one of the more problematic things with this deck, going first. However, we are going to activate Numeron Network. We're going to activate the effect of Numeron Network, sending Calling, which is going to special summon 4 of our lovely gates. With 4 of our lovely gates, we're going to activate Memories of Hope, drawing 4 cards. Yeah, we just drew 4. That's insane. Unfortunately, we can't do Pot of Prosperity now, because we can't draw through other card effects, but I thought this was the better choice. Unfortunately, though, we actually drew the driver, which is really bad. I think going into Appaloosa is still the correct choice, because it is 4 negates. We can set this, we can set that to fake our opponent out, and we'll just pass turn on that. Again, going first in Numeron is not something you ever want to do, but Appaloosa makes it a hell of a lot easier on us, just because we can have at least some form of interaction on our opponent's turn. We're gonna see Heritage of the Chalice, which means he is playing in for Noble Knights most likely, or some sort of wacky shenanigans. Our only real interactions here is 4 monster negates, so we're gonna have to sit on them. He's playing Noble Knight. When this card's Noble Summon, you can special up to 2 Noble Knight monsters from your hand. We're gonna absolutely negate that, because I do not like you having cards. TTT is fine, you can take the Appaloosa. I absolutely do not mind you doing that, as the only thing you're gonna do, apparently, is attack us. We're gonna go for the Numeron Wall here, which is a very funny card with 2 effects. He's gonna use the negate for it, that's fine. Make it smaller. I actually want the Appaloosa to die, because we can't trigger our thing with Appaloosa if it's still on the board. Super unfortunate, as it is not dead, and we don't really have a way of getting rid of it here. But we will activate the Prosperity. We will banish 6. We'll do this, we'll do that, we'll do this, we'll do... I don't think we're going to be able to draw that this turn. This is kind of unfortunate now, because we can't really keep any of our big boss monsters. We can get rid of 1 gate and the Access Code Talker. That should be fine. And we will search to see if we can find anything useful. We do find the Neos Fusion, unfortunately, which means we cannot do that now. So that was kind of a stupid choice by me. I should have chosen 3. I don't know why I chose 6. You know, bad player is bad. We'll just return these to the bottom of the deck in any order. We don't really care. We do have literally everything else that we need currently, but we don't have a way of sealing the deal, because we need to have no monsters. We'll simply set this. We can normal summon the driver on top of Appaloosa, but I don't think that's the correct choice to do. We're just going to punch over the Noble Knight Brothers. That's going to activate Battling Boxer Veil. No. We'll just negate that. This will be destroyed, and we will pass turn. 1 negate still on the board here. We kind of want Appaloosa to die. There is Yvonne. Noble Arms of Destiny. That should have definitely triggered Yvonne. Custon. Is sold. That is definitely the wrong way to activate these. There goes the Isolde. We're gonna negate Isolde because it's Isolde. It is the best thing we can do here. We're not gonna let Isolde go through other than, you know, this. We are really, really hoping that he goes absolutely buck wild here, because we are holding the Nibiru. Yep, that is the Infernomenon's Durandal. I like the artwork for Durandal, actually. It's literally just a sword in a museum. Anyone could steal it and, like, kill someone. It's like a magical sword. Why wouldn't you just, like, punch the glass open and take it? It's kind of weird. Alright, we have a 0 attack Appaloosa on the board currently, and there is Ogier, or whatever. I can never pronounce these names because whoever came up with the naming conventions are out of their goddamn ding-dongs. It is definitely an Infernoble Knight combo, I'll tell you that much. But the real question is, what Infernoble Knight shenanigans are you going to do when I blow up your board? Wahoo! No Infernoble Knighting. Infernoble, no noble. That is the end of his turn. Get absolutely wrecked. Planet Pathfinder return is not what we wanted to see, but there's not much we can realistically do about it. We'll summon the Planet Pathfinder. I never thought I'd say those words. Because we do need to go in for some damage here, so we're going to attempt to do just that. We do poke for 1,000, at the very least. That is going to activate the Veil, which we knew he had, so it's kind of whatever. It is only a defense position monster and doesn't do much else, and considering the rest of his hand is kind of dead, and he doesn't have the correct equip spell in the grave to start a combo, I'm not entirely sure what he can do out of this. I don't think any of the Noble Knights have the graveyard effect unless they have another one on field that's equipped. I think. I have not played Infernoble Knight in, you know, since it was meta relevant, I guess. So I'm not entirely sure what he can do. I do like the sort of spicy tech choice of Veil, though. Because that really just saves you from an attack, and it's a free level 4, so why wouldn't you? Nibiru is currently our strongest attack position monster as well, which is just really weird. He has the Black Landislin. Ooh. Okay, that's interesting. I don't think it does anything right now because he does not have another Noble Knight he can tribute unless he wants to tribute itself, and then his field's just open. I don't think he's going to do that. Never mind. He is going to do exactly that. Okay. That's an interesting choice. I really like the card art of Black Landislin. Because if you look at all the other art, it's very, like, sharp. Oh, okay, he just scoops them up. Alright, he realizes he can't do much after being wiped to Nibiru, I guess. That's a close call. We should not have won that one. But I'll take it. Let's, Alright, here we go again against Lil Heggy, which just sounds like a horrible name, man. Come on. We are yet again opted to go second, because that is what the deck do. And our hand is terrible. Yikes. Well, this is an unfortunate event. If we draw a Numeron network here, we're set, because we can just draw 4 and go from there. If we can't, Mystic Mine is our one option. Oh boy. Everyone seems to be slow playing today. Is this just like International Slow Play Day? I have to wait minutes between turns. I could, like, tab out and read a good book in the meanwhile or something. This is getting ridiculous now. Dragon Shrine will be activated. Sending Blue Eyes White Dragon. So we are definitely playing Blue Eyes then. Alright. We may yet stand a chance on this one, unless they summon Hope Harbinger, and then we will cry. That is a Blue Eyes. Most certainly. Could be Chaos Max. Chaos Max would be fun. If it is, though, poor man for having to go first. There is alternative White Dragon, which shocks absolutely nobody, probably. Ending on just an alternative, that's depressing. We're gonna go for the Planet Pathfinder here. We're gonna activate said Planet Pathfinder. Unless he has something to say about it. Effect Veiler. The one card we don't have designator targets for. Really, really unfortunate on that one. We're still going to activate it just so it's off the field here. And then we're just going to Mystic Mine. And now you can enjoy having fun with that one until we draw into what we need. That's very unfortunate. But here is kind of the strength of running Mystic Mine as well, because in a situation like this, he's forced to have an out for the mine. If he doesn't, we can kind of just sit on it until we find the Numeron network to perform our OTK with. It's really that easy. Imagine being hit by Effect Veiler, the one card we can't cross out. That's disappointing. My lord. But of course, if your metagame happens to have a lot of Effect Veilers in it, you could very easily just add that to your deck if you wanted. There is a Gamma. Gamma does not matter to us at the moment, so we'll just pass turn. We'll sit on the Mystic Mine like there is no tomorrow, because the interactive gameplay, I guess. I don't know if I like the original name better, though. Mystic Mine's original name was Spell Mining Cave. I don't know. Spell Mining Cave had a ring to it, but I guess Mystic Mine is okay. They sort of say the same thing with different words, don't they? Spell mining is just a kind of a cool thing, though, because, like, how do you mine a spell? Isn't spells magic? Is someone casting spells straight into the wall that someone with a pickaxe comes and tries to dig out? That is a way to actually out our Mystic Mine, though. The Interrupted Kaiju Slumber. Giving us the more powerful one. Do you have something like an alpha in hand? The thing is, I could actually force our Mystic Mine to remain up here if I Gamma something. I mean, I'm not planning to attack you, buddy. You are more than welcome to do that. We'll just set 2 here. I have no plan on attacking you. You're good to go, friend. Well, are you gonna kill me? Oh, Melody. Melody's pretty good. Can't really do anything about that. Sending King of the Swamp for cost. So he has a polymerization searcher, I guess. I don't know why you'd be playing that. Alright, I see how it is. You get a point, I guess. I can still Gamma here, because if he summons anything, which he's probably gonna do with alternative, I can just kill it off with Gamma. And then keep my Gamma on field, because I'm crazy like that. Fortunately, Numeron Network is unable to do anything here. Here comes the polymerization. Oh boy. What could you possibly be making with this? Neo Alternative? Neo Alternative is like that one card I imagine he would summon with this. And if he does, points to the guy. Twin Burst? Yes, Blue Eyes Twin Burst Dragon. Okay. This is a contact fusion. I don't know why you did it the hard way. This will unfortunately kill the Mystic Mine, which sucks, so we're no longer under its protection. We draw an Ash per turn, which is not hunky-dory. I don't know if I like that. We're just gonna set this, I think. Gadarla is unfortunately like forced to attack, so there it goes. Three Memories of Hope in hand is really, really sad. This kind of makes me cry. Man, I only needed to draw into a Numeron network. Ah. The frustrations of playing this deck. When it goes off, it's so fun. When it doesn't, you're just sitting like this. Sage with Eyes of Blue is also terrible for us right now. Kinda regret setting this now, because that would have absolutely destroyed this. He doesn't have a Blue Eyes left in his deck. Oh, it's a Blue Eyes monster. He could summon any of them, actually. I mean, even like Neos Fusion right here would actually be helpful. Neos Fusion could probably win the game on itself, actually. At least that's what I'm thinking. Again, anything that could trigger these would be astounding. You can more than happily kill my Ash Blossom. I have no use for it. 31 cards in the deck. Probably a good... I don't know. 9 of them win the game on the spot. That's one of them. We are finally off to the races. Here we go. Get the calling out. We're gonna 1, we're gonna 2, we're gonna 3, we're gonna 4. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bam, bada shoof. Perfect. Here we go. Memories of Hope. Draw me 4. Thank you. This is the best one. Because now we can make this. Now we can activate this to send one monster we control to the graveyard. Return all of them to the deck. And that is enough for... Ah, we can't special summon anything else. Right, shit. May have forgotten about that. Crisis not averted. Actually, this is still lethal. Barely. We are just on point. We would have been 500 off otherwise. Because what you would have done here is just, you know, get a Mega Clops. I should have done that first, but... Hey, we take it anyway. That was a nice little game there, friend. But Numeron Network is a very, very good card. Let's go on for another one. Here we go again, then, for the final duel of today against Carl. Oh, this is looking very good. This is a good hand. Gamma, Ash, perfect 2-hand trap ratio, Numeron Network in hand, Memories of Hope to refill our hand. Oh. Okay, interesting choice, friend. Numeron Network. Activate Numeron Network. Send calling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Let's Memories of Hope. Draw 4. Very nice. We get another one of these, which I don't want, but that's fine. In this scenario, I don't know what I'd like to make here. Weakest Yuja would be a waste. I think doing this is probably what we want to do. Just set this up. Because, yeah. Mega Clops is a good card. Shocker. We'll poke. We'll poke. We'll leave him on 1. Unfortunately here, the Numeron Gate is going to disappear. So we can't really do much about that. So we'll simply set this. Set this. Set that after drawing 4, and we'll pass turn. Now we have a way of dealing with Mystic Mine if that's what he's playing, which is great. We also have a Mega Clops, Raigeki does kill it. I mean, yeah, it is still affected by spell cards. Can't do anything about that. That's actually good, though, because that means we can fire a second Numeron network with no issues. Oh, he's playing Megalo Smasher, so he has to be playing Phantasm Spiral. That's fine to me. I'll take the 2k. I do not mind Carl. Because off of that 2k, you've lost the game. 1 day of peace is very annoying, actually. We will negate this. Because we really want him to still take damage. Yeah, that's what I thought. If he did the 1 day of peace, he wouldn't have been able to deal damage, and that would have been really bad, but it's just the way of Numeron. You either kill in 1 turn, or you're damn well close. Let's round this off. So, what do we think about Numeron? Honestly, Numeron is a super fun OTK deck that a lot of people have seen the potential in previously, and it's still kind of scary today. It does suffer from the whole problem of not drawing into its starters, because in a deck with this amount of hand traps and other interaction-based material in it, there is a lot of times where you won't draw into what you need. But, on the other hand, the amount of hand traps you have will usually get you to that point because of the hand traps are freaking ridiculously powerful. You can stop your opponent dead in their tracks before they've even started, and then just out of nowhere give them a right hook that ends the game. You know, have a look at the deck. We're playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 hand traps total, with our entire side deck being nothing but hand traps, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 starters. 10 if you're counting terraforming, which you probably should. The ratios are a bit scuffed. That's kind of how it is with this deck. But when it goes off, it bloody pops off, and that is the most fun you can have in the video game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Regardless of that, I hope you enjoyed joining me for this episode of For Fun Friday. My recommendation for today is a dark roasted brew, because that's what I've been enjoying the entire time I've been recording this. If you would like to see more content like this, there is a subscribe button down on the right. You should click it. Like the video as well. Give me recommendations for what to play. I'm running out of decks that I want to cover, so maybe I'll start doing your guys' soon. Also keep in mind that you can support me financially by either becoming a YouTube member or becoming a patron that has a bunch of perks in it for you. As always, stay safe out there.